Okay, here's the first example in Chapter 7. We're finding all real roots. In these examples right here, we're going to find cube roots of these three numbers and fourth roots of these three numbers. There's three basic techniques, and I'll try to show you one example of all these. There's a number puzzle where you kind of do mental math. You can use the calculator root button, or you can just try to multiply on your calculator and just keep pressing buttons until you find the right answer, and I call that a brute force hack. So for 0.027, let's do this one with calculator roots. Let's see if I can get this one right. Now I'm looking for the cube root, that means the third root, and you're looking for this little, can't really see it, the X root button there. So I'm going to put in 3 and then hit shift and that button right there, and then I'm going to put in 0.027. Let's see if this works. And it gives me 0.3, and that is the correct answer. So this means that 0.3 to the third power equals 0.027. So the real root of that is 0.3. I'm going to do mental math for this one. Negative 125. What number multiplied by itself 3 times is going to get me to that number? Well, I happen to know that 5 cubed is 125. So let's try negative 5 cubed is going to equal negative 125. So the cube root of that number is going to be negative 5. For 1 over 64, I'm going to use the same kind of mentality. I know that 4 cubed is 64, so this must be 1 over 4 quantity cubed is going to be the cube root of 1 over 64. Okay? Now, fourth root of 625. Let's do kind of a brute force hack and see if we can figure that out. I'm looking for a number that multiplied by itself 4 times equals 625. Well, I have a 5 there, so I have a suspicion it might be 5. So this is kind of the method for a brute force hack. You're just going to keep mashing buttons in the calculator to see if you get the right answer. Let's try 5. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 5s right there. Let's see what that equals. Boom, 625. So this means 5 to the fourth power equals 625. So the fourth root of 625 is 5. Now this one is a trick question. Since this is an even power and this is a negative number, this one is impossible. This does not exist. I abbreviate that DNE. You cannot multiply something an even number of times and have it equal a negative number. Okay, the last one I'm going to do mentally. I knew the fourth root of 81 is 3, and we just figured out 625, it's going to be 5. But wait a second. Fourth roots, I just said you can't have a negative number, but multiplying 2 negatives together equals a positive, right? So couldn't also negative 5, because I multiply that 4 times equals 625? And that is the case for this one and this one. If it's an even power, you have to address both possibilities.